Hi, welcome to today's video. After a complete discussion on IT sector results, now we are proceeding to all other sectors. Here I will try to focus on various sectors and the participant frontliner companies, large and medium-sized companies from various sectors. So let's start with the paint sector. Paint sector has been underperforming quite some time, and there is no stock price movement for most of the companies. Like, it is very range bound. So the question is, like, after a small correction, like it is holding somewhere. And so the question I got these questions from some of the investors who asked, like, is it the good time to enter into paint companies? So I'm not getting into that. And please note, uh, this entire discussion is meant for just knowledge sharing. I do not have any buy, sell, hold recommendation with this video. So let's start with Asian Paints. Okay, before that, I just want to tell you the macro picture of the paint industry in Q4 FY24. So largely, like, the top line was like, growth was, I would say, muted for most of the companies. It was hardly anything, almost flat. And as far as margin is concerned, margin is okay. Let me tell you regarding EBITDA. EBITDA is also almost maintained. Not very big change in the EBITDA level for most of the companies, barring a few. I will name them. And as far as margin is concerned, EBITDA margin is very much intact for most of the companies. So let's start with Asian Paints. Asian Paints posted a 1% degrowth. I said almost flat. So almost flat numbers for Asian Paints in its top line. But EBITDA, unlike other companies, it has like, EBITDA was down by 9% for Asian Paints. That is year-on-year basis in Q4 FY24. And margin degrowth, or let's say margin compression, is visible for Asian Paints. Largely, I said margin is maintained, but for Asian Paints, Asian Paints is the market leader, but they lost, or let's say their margin, EBITDA margin, compressed by 200 basis point at 19%. Last year, same quarter, it was 21%. So Berger Paint, 3% top line growth, EBITDA is almost flat, margin is maintained at 14%. Kansai Nerolac, 2% top line growth, again almost nothing. And net profit, sorry, EBITDA grew mere 7%, and margin is maintained at 10%. But two companies, actually, what happened, like, there are some disruption in this particular sector, lots of I would say lots of competition. Indigo Paint is giving good competition. Grasim has entered, so it is creating pressure on the front runner companies. Asian Paints is probably feeling the heat due to this. Indigo Paint posted good numbers, 13% growth in the top line. This is a decent growth. EBITDA grew a decent 15% year-on-year basis. Margin is maintained at 22%. Just look at the margin of Indigo Paints. Its margin is 22% year-on-year basis, compared to, like, higher than rest of the other companies. Berger Paints and Kansai Nerolac witness much lower margin. Sorry, like, Berger 14%, Nerolac 10%, Indigo Paints 22%. Sirka Paint, 21% top line growth, 24% EBITDA growth year-on-year basis in Q4 FY24. Margin has marginally improved from 19% to 20%. Again, high EBITDA margin for Sirka Paint. So altogether, paint companies are with flat top line, and barring Asian Paints, rest are giving like EBITDA margin is maintained. Only EBITDA margin has been compressed for Asian Paints. So this is the picture of paint companies. This is not, this much is in this particular video. Let's in the next video we will be discussing on some other sector. So it will give you a holistic view of the entire market of various sectors. So please keep on watching upcoming videos as well. Thank you for your valuable time, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.